Let's talk about the state of streaming. I think we can all agree it's broken. What started as a revolutionary escape from cable TV has become, well, cable TV 2.0. You're subscribing to a dozen different services, you're still bombarded with ads, even on tiers you pay a premium for, and your favorite show? It gets canceled on a cliffhanger because of some mysterious algorithm you'll never see. It's frustrating, expensive, and it makes you feel powerless. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be this way? What if there were two clear, simple fixes that could not only solve these problems, but completely revolutionize our relationship with entertainment? Over the next few minutes, we're going to dive deep into a blueprint for fixing streaming, and it all starts with holding companies accountable to their promises and giving you, the viewer, a real voice. Let's start with the most basic, fundamental failure of the current system, the so-called ad-free experience. This should be the easiest thing for these companies to get right. The term ad-free is not ambiguous. It doesn't mean ad-light. It doesn't mean skippable ads. It means no ads, period. Yet, when I pay a premium for an ad-free plan, what do I get? I get forced trailers for other shows on the same platform that I cannot skip. I get banner ads for their new live sports package plastered across the menu. I get promotional interruptions for their latest original movie. These are advertisements. You are advertising your own content to me aggressively after I have paid you specifically to not be advertised to. This is a breach of the basic agreement. It's like paying for a membership to a store for a queue-free experience and then being forced to walk through a gauntlet of product demonstrators before you can get to the aisles. It's disrespectful to the customer and it needs to stop. A truly ad-free tier means zero promotional interruptions of any kind. The content I select should begin immediately and play through without any unsolicited pitches. This is non-negotiable. Now let's move to the second and far more transformative idea. This is where we shift the entire power dynamic. Right now, the flow of money in streaming is a black box. You pay your monthly subscription fee and it disappears into a massive corporate coffers. A group of executives in a boardroom, looking at spreadsheets and metrics you don't understand, then decides what to do with that collective pile of cash. They might fund a $100 million movie that flops. They might pour money into acquiring content that no one asked for, or they might abruptly cancel a show you love because it didn't hit a specific secret target in a specific demographic. You, the person who provided the money in the first place, have absolutely zero say in this process. You are treated as a passive revenue stream, not a participant. So here is the radical yet simple solution. Let us choose where our money goes. Imagine this new world. You open your streaming app, let's say it's Netflix or Disney Plus or Max, and right there on the main menu next to My List is a new powerful tab. Inside, you're presented with a curated list of every original series and film on the platform. You then get to select your top 5 or maybe even top 10 active titles. This isn't just a favorites list for your own organization. This is an economic directive. The platform then takes your monthly subscription fee and allocates a tangible portion of it, let's say 50% or more, directly to the production and development of those specific shows and movies, proportional to your choices. Think about the immediate powerful effects of this. Suddenly, you are no longer just a subscriber, you are a patron, you are a micro producer. You have a direct financial stake in the success and continuation of the content you love. This creates a direct feedback loop that is infinitely more valuable than any viewership metric. It measures not just what people watch passively, but what they are passionately financially invested in. A show with a smaller but fiercely dedicated audience, what we often call a cult classic, would no longer be on the chopping block. Why? Because its audience is directly funding it. If 100,000 subscribers all allocate even $1 of their monthly fee to that niche sci-fi drama, that's $100,000 a month, over $1 million a year, directly validating its existence. The studio sees that clear financial vote of confidence. This system would also solve the heartbreak of extremely popular shows ending prematurely for non-creative reasons. We've all seen it. A massive, globally loved show gets the axe because of behind-the-scenes cost overruns, actor contract disputes, or a studio's desire to pivot to a new brand identity. Under the current model, fans are powerless. But in our new model, if a show like that is threatened, the fans can rally. Social media campaigns wouldn't just be about hashtags, they'd be about directing financial power. Move this show to your top 5. Show them the money is there. The executives would see a massive, undeniable surge of direct funding allocated to that specific title, making it financially illogical to cancel it. It allows these beloved worlds to continue because the audience is literally paying for their survival. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. The corporations would never go for this. They never give up that control. And you're right, they would be giving up some power, and that's precisely the point. But let's be realistic. They would still retain the majority of it. They still control the global platform, the infrastructure, the international distribution. They are simply sharing a sliver of the financial decision-making with the very people who fund their entire operation, us, the subscribers. This isn't an overthrow, it's a partnership. A partnership that would lead to much smarter, more audience-aligned business decisions. Furthermore, this model creates a sophisticated and nuanced method for protest and feedback. The current system only gives us one blunt instrument, the full boycott. If you're angry at a platform for canceling a show or for a controversial decision, your only recourse is to cancel your entire subscription. It hurts every single creator on that service, and it's a step most people are reluctant to take. But with a pick-and-choose funding model, your protest can be surgical, precise, and incredibly effective. If a particular show takes a narrative turn you dislike, or if behind-the-scenes news about a producer sours you on a project, you don't have to cancel everything. You simply go into your Fund My Favorites list and remove that one show. You reallocate that portion of your monthly fee to a different title you believe in. This is a continuous, fluid, and powerful form of economic feedback that is far more eloquent than any angry tweet or canceled subscription. Let's also think about the data. For the studios, this system wouldn't be a loss of control, it would be an unprecedented gain in clarity. They would have a real-time dollar-based map of their audience's passions. They would know, without a shadow of a doubt, which shows have the most dedicated financial backers, not just the most casual viewers. This would de-risk greenlighting decisions enormously. Instead of guessing what might be the next big hit, they could see what their paying customers are already investing in through pilot movies. They could identify untapped genres and underserved audiences with pinpoint accuracy. In the long run, this would do more than just fix streaming. It would revolutionize television and film production as we know it. It would reestablish a direct connection between the artist and the audience, a connection that was fractured by the old studio system and never really repaired by the first wave of streaming. It would shift the cultural power dynamic meaningfully back towards the people who actually consume the culture. I am utterly convinced that this is the next big thing in television. Just as the shift from broadcast to cable, and then from cable to streaming, was predictable in hindsight, this new wave, this patron-based audience-funded model feels inevitable. It's the logical next step. It's just a matter of time before one visionary executive at a struggling platform or a bold disruptor startup hears this idea or thinks of it themselves and decides to break the mold. They will see it as the ultimate way to build ferocious brand loyalty, to create an unbreakable bond with their subscriber base, and to finally truly align their financial incentives with the creative desires of their audience. So, what can we do? The next time you get that notification that your favorite show has been canceled, or you angrily click skip on an unskippable promo, don't just get frustrated. Talk about it. Share this video. Start a conversation. Use the power of your voice on social media to tag these streaming services and ask them, when can I choose where my money goes? Demand a truly ad-free experience. We are the customers. We hold the power of the purse. It's time we started using it not just to consume, but to shape the future of entertainment. It's time to stop being passive viewers and start becoming active participants. Let's build a streaming ecosystem that works for us, for the creators, and for the art itself. Thanks for watching.